Hi everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to another leg day. This one was intense and I was feeling myself a little bit afterwards. Legs felt kind of solid. So I'm starting out with hip thrusts, and I've been loving using a free barbell lately for my hip thrust versus the Smith machine. So I'm starting out, my first 2 sets are my warm-up sets. And during those, I always do a full and a half rep. That full and half rep burn is crazy. And I always do this on my lighter weight because I want to focus on strength when I get to my heavier weight. You can also add a band to your first 2 sets, and it helps with the glute burn. So this is my first working set. And each one of my sets, I have a set amount of reps that I know I'm going to do in that set, whether the weight changes or not. So my first working set, I know that I'm going to do 12 reps, and this is where I go into just doing full regular hip thrust. In my mind, I'm doing KAS hip thrust, but as you can tell, I'm not. And I've also started this thing where I do a isometric hold at the top. That has been helping me with my glute strength and my hip thrust so much. Also, I've been progressively overloading. So this is my second working set. I usually do about 8 reps in those, along with a 15-second hold at the top. Death. I mean straight death. Now this is me doing my last and heaviest working set. This is the highest that I can go right now, that my body will really let me push myself. And the next week I will go a little bit higher. The absolute torture that I'm feeling in my head. Why are you doing this to yourself, Toya? What is wrong with you? Next, I'm going into this machine that I still do not know the name of, but I absolutely love it for my glutes and my quads. When you take your feet in front of you for this version of squat, it just hits your glutes a little bit more, not even a little bit more, a lot more. And I personally feel it on my lighter sets more than I do my heavier sets. Now when I sit back into this, I am squeezing my glutes on stand up. As you can tell, I am not standing all the way up. I am stopping my stand when I feel the greatest contraction in my glutes. And for me personally, you can see my knees are still bent. You can see that I am squeezing as I come up, and I'm staying nice and tight as I go down. Ooh, child, now these right here, if you want to test your leg strength, these humbled me. Let's just put it that way. These humbled the mess out of me. You can tell I don't even have any weight on these, and I internally am struggling. Now, I had somebody tell me on another video that this is doing too much. I personally do things that I feel are helping me, and when I did these, I felt the glute contraction so good. I'm keeping my foot a little bit in front of me and letting that foot behind me that's going down to the ground just tap, and keeping it going towards the back just a little bit. I end this with my burnout of kickbacks with a little bit of a, gluteus medius side abduction. Now for these, I keep this weight very, very light because this is my burnout, and I want to be able to do higher reps. I've noticed that the higher I go in weight, the more my quads and my hamstrings take over this exercise. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more workout videos.